When my sister Leah moved in, I thought I was helping her. She had just gone through a messy divorce. 2 kids in tow and nowhere else to turn. "Just a few weeks," she said, crying on the phone. "Until I find a new place." I had a 2-bedroom apartment and a soft heart. I said yes. Biggest mistake of my life. By week 2, she started changing things. Rearranged my living room, claiming it looked cluttered. Filled my fridge with only what she liked. Put a lock on my bathroom cabinet for her skincare stuff. Then, it got worse. She stopped looking for a job. She slept in late while I got the kids ready for school. Her kids. She never packed their lunches, I did. She never helped clean, I did. She stopped thanking me. One night, I came home after work, exhausted, and found her on my couch in a robe, glass of wine in hand, scrolling her phone while I tripped over toys and burned dinner. I finally said, "Leah, this isn't working. You're not even trying to help." She didn't flinch, just sipped her wine and said, "If you didn't want to help family, you shouldn't have offered." That night I washed dishes crying, not from weakness, from rage, because I realized something. She didn't move in. She took over. After that night, Leah got bolder. She started inviting friends over without asking. They laughed loudly in my living room while I tucked her kids into bed. Once I overheard her telling someone, "Yeah, I basically live rent-free with a built-in nanny. It's great." My stomach turned. She set rules for the house, my house. No shoes on the carpet, unless they were hers. No loud music unless it was her playlist. No guests unless she invited them. I wasn't allowed to say no without a guilt trip. "You're always so uptight," she'd scoff. "I'm raising 2 kids on my own. At least you don't have real responsibilities." She didn't know about the overtime I was doing, just to keep up with the grocery bill, or the manager who was threatening to cut my hours if I kept coming in late after school. Drop-offs. I was drowning in silence. No one knew how bad it had gotten, because I was too ashamed to tell anyone that my own sister had turned me into her unpaid maid, cook and babysitter. Then came the breaking point. One night I came home to find my bedroom door open and my things moved. She had been inside. My journal was out, my laptop unlocked. When I asked her, she just shrugged. "I was looking for a charger, chill." That was it. Something inside me snapped. Not emotionally, strategically. I stopped asking, stopped serving, stopped explaining, and I started planning. The next morning, I didn't make the kids' breakfast. Leah came out in her robe, yawning. "Are the waffles in the toaster already?" I took a slow sip of my coffee. "Nope, your kids. Your turn." She blinked like she didn't understand. Then she laughed. Funny, but I wasn't joking. I left the house that day without packing lunches, without picking up after anyone. At work, I didn't apologize for being late. I told my boss the truth, that my sister had taken advantage of me. That same day, I printed off a 30-day eviction notice, legal, dated, and signed. Quietly, I started gathering proof of her freeloading, just in case she tried to fight it. When I came home, she was fuming. "The kids went to school hungry because of you." "No," I said. "They went to school hungry because you didn't feed them." Leah stared at me like she didn't recognize me. That made 2 of us, because I wasn't her doormat anymore. That night, I locked my door. I started applying for rental assistance. For her, not with her. I made calls to parenting support lines, explaining I was not the legal guardian. I set boundaries and stuck to them. Every tantrum she threw only made me stronger. She tried guilt. She tried gaslighting. But she didn't try helping. Not once, and that told me everything I needed to know. After Leah left, the apartment felt strange and empty. Quiet, in a way. I hadn't experienced in months. For the first time in a long time, it was my space again. I took a deep breath and started making small changes. I cleared out things she'd left behind. Her mugs, toys, clothes, and put up new curtains. I even bought a small plant. Something green and alive to remind me that I was growing too. The best part? I reclaimed my time. No more rushed mornings. No more late nights cleaning up after someone else's chaos. I signed up for yoga classes, reconnected with friends I'd ignored, and spent weekends exploring the city solo. Leah reached out a few times, apologizing again, but I kept my distance. Forgiveness wasn't instant. It was a process, one I was willing to take at my own pace. I learned that helping family doesn't mean losing yourself. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It's necessary. Most importantly, I discovered that saying no can be the bravest thing you do, and the first step toward freedom. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you or someone you know is going through betrayal or heartbreak, remember, healing is possible and you are never alone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel to get more stories.